Shalom, shalom. Welcome to back to the Kodesh Homestead. This is Ben Israel. Again, I just want to make this a quick little vlog. I know I was supposed to come on last night, but I got overrun on the road yesterday, so it kept me back from getting home early. I just wanted to check in quickly relating to the topic, life as an entrepreneur. I mean, man, oh man, I can I can see and definitely understand why people decide to just get a job, to get employment, because to start your own project and to run your own business and to manage it and to stay current and to stay on top of the different challenges that relates to running your own show. Man, I tell you, um, it is definitely a chore and can definitely have some ups and downs, right? Some there are good, there are rewards, there are challenges, there's hiccups, there are ups and downs, there are so many things that can help to demotivate you to you know to say, what, why do I bother, trying to run an operation. But I tell you, man, let the be praise. I tell you, I still have to give thanks to the Most High for even the challenges that we face, even the ups and downs. There are benefits and rewards in it. But I tell you, sometimes I think about the 9 to 5. Sometimes I think about not to be concerned or worried about your own profit and loss income statement, your own balance sheet, but more or less get back in the working field where I become an employee. But I can tell you, man, it's definitely something worth reflecting on, being an entrepreneur. And kudos to all those who are doing it. Special shout out to my buddy brother Matt and his family that is into entrepreneurship. For the other brothers that are out there that I see, being homesteaders and doing stuff to bring in the income and take care of their household. I mean, it is definitely a full time and more job, you know. But for me, after getting out of corporate life, um, you know, just over a year ago, I think, just over a year ago, getting out of corporate life, I mean, it has been definitely a test to, you got that urge to say, why do I need to be building a business? And the fact of the matter is, I do, getting, the opportunities out there that would want me to come back in the working field. The opportunities out there we are saying, guys are saying, hey man, when you're coming back into the corporate life, what are you doing? Are you want to consider coming back? And mark here, the salary is pretty good. They are pretty decent salaries. I mean, heck, some people hear those type of salaries and it's like, why would you leave such a corporate life to venture out on your own, man? But when you have been in a job and you've been hustling the grind and you've been working it hard and you've been going through all the things, and sometimes you're just like, how long do I want to continue? I'm just gonna try to work and do things with my family, to build an enterprise or to build a business for ourselves. But it comes with a lot of challenges. It comes with a lot of grind. It comes with a lot of um, uncertainties. Come with the vision of achieving. You know, I mean, it's all about sometimes you're trying to see how best you can make some income to continue to take care of your household and to pay your bills. We thank the Most High that we have, literally. um, remove some of the most significant bills from from a typical household. Um, we're not paying mortgage or we're not paying mortgage. We still pay the landlord the land tax, um, but we're not paying for like the hydro and the water, so to speak. We still have some of the water that we deal with, but we're not on the grid for those things for the most part. So for most typical households, we have all those main attributes that keeps people at the grind to pay the bills. We are more or less off those things, which I thank the most for giving us that opportunity, to be able to um, be a bit free from some of these things. But it's definitely something that definitely a humbling experience to be an entrepreneur. It's a humbling experience to be able to look at your own books and to face the knee-jerk reaction when you see that your profit is not up. And to see feel the knee-jerk reaction when you realize that your expenses are too high. When you're realizing that you know the government needs so much out of it after you if you make a profit. Um, but there are ways in which I'm trying to learn how to be a better businessman, a better entrepreneur. Today I'm here at the home right now, and it's raining a little bit right now. We thank the Most High for the water because that's been really dry for the last few months. But it's like thank the Most High that He sends some rain to water our plants and to bring in the harvest, bring it in full so we can have food. Yeah, so He has been merciful in those stead, and in all stead He has been merciful. So we want to definitely thank Him, and I definitely want to thank Him. Continue to keep in prayer, and for the brethren and for the ones that know me, to continue to have us in your prayers. While we will keep you guys in your prayers as well on the journey of entrepreneurship, on the journey of maintenance, and to running your own business, and to think of things where to economize on. So I mean, being an entrepreneur definitely has its risk and its rewards, definitely has its challenges and its benefits. There are definitely two sides to the coin in being an entrepreneur. You know, I mean, I the reality of it is, when I took break with my family, with my wife from corporate life, it is for me not wanting to go back into a direct 9 to 5. It's something that I'm like, I know the hustle, and I have seen how much it bears down on you. Nonetheless, being an entrepreneur is not necessarily 9 to 5. It's a 12 p.m. at night if you desire and if you have to. It is 4 a.m. in the morning if you have to. It is 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. if you have to. But at the end of the day, there is also that option to take a break. There's an option to, hey, I'm just going to start at 10 a.m. this morning and I'm going to end at 2 p.m. this afternoon. you know so there is always that flexibility when you become your own boss, so to speak. But being your own boss means that you have nobody to ask for a paycheck. You have nobody to come around and say, hey, this is Friday, this is payday. And when the end of the year, after their so-called end of the year, there's this bonus, and there's you have to do that. You have to create your own pension, you have to create your own payroll, you have to create everything you have to build as an entrepreneur, right? And I don't believe that, especially I know the systems in schools and stuff are not teaching our children the way of the real journey of life, and what are the expectations of life, and what are the real challenges they will feel out there in terms of being an employer or an employee, and how to handle and to be able to maintain a balance sheet in their personal lives. So we now have to try that and to try to train our children because we're experiencing it ourselves. So I just want to come on quickly just to say shalom, just to stay and to encourage you out there as I'm encouraging myself already again, as well through the Ruach HaKodesh to stay focused and to try to continue to put up a good fight. and to do what is good and what is right in the sight of the Most High, to take care of your family, the children, and to try to, you know, have some level of sustainability for the family. Because being an entrepreneur, being a homesteader, being a person who you have to create your own income, so to speak, it comes with a lot of mind-boggling thoughts sometimes. It comes with a lot of different things. And it can, situations can actually just kind of let you consider, hey man, corporate life and the money was good, man. It's like, when you think about, the salary, but then you think about why you left it in the first place. I'm like, wow, it's like there's still a surreal moment that you consider as like, wow, you gotta stay just maintain focus and focus on the most high, yeah. So yeah, being an entrepreneur, it has its plus and its minuses, it's not meant for everybody, to be candid. Right now, we have to stay focused, you know. We have to stay focused in what we're doing. And just to digress a little bit, there are a lot of stuff that is happening. I mean, we hear, the big bank crash, with Silicon Valley Bank, and all the different things happening in the financial industry. I mean, I was talking to one of my other business colleague yesterday, which, another entrepreneur, last night, about challenges on how we put ourselves in the best position to win for our families as well. So there are a lot of communication and conversation, we're trying to have to want to encourage each other, and to learn and to feed from each other, feed from each other in terms of some best practices and stuff. Because what's happening now with financial industry, with all the global situation, the unstableness of the economy and all the different challenges, we have to stay focused. We have to have that community of people who communicate, and we have to just try to learn from each other as well, and try to see how we can maintain ourselves, and to prepare as well for some of the tough times that it's going to be heading more or less, when all of these crap hit the fan. When all this crap hit the fan, when the China thing blow up, when the Russia thing escalate, when Iran and Israel thing just become, too hot to handle, when all these different things start to come, it's a boiling pot, right? So, I mean, the cap is going to blow off at some point. We just have to be aware, and just continue to see the Most High in the rock, and in the spirit, and in preparation in the physical. You know what I'm saying? And we continue to pray for the sisters and who are out there going through their struggles. We continue to pray for the children, and the ones that were fatherless and motherless, the widows. We continue to pray, for for the elders who are in situations where they need help, and they need assistance from somebody younger and stronger. Continue to pray for you know the ones children who are in the orphanage and don't have any parents who probably would die through sickness or wars or different situations. So we continue to see the Most High to ask for help. You know, I saw a sister that I befriend on Facebook. She's in I think Uganda. And there's some orphanage, and she keep posting stuff at time. It's really hard rendering sometimes, and it's really struck home sometimes when you see these kids and they don't have food, and they're lacking resources. So kudos to all those who are doing it and giving a helping hand out there. Let the Most High be praised. The Most High can continue to be with you guys and strengthen you, and while you continue to seek Him, you know, and for us ourselves here, all the way here in the island. I mean, as their leads, we continue to be, what we can be, and help where we can help in terms of helping the less fortunate, and to encouraging the word of the Most High, because Yeshua Mashiach, he judged righteously between the rich and the poor, between the sick and the strong. He judged righteously. He didn't judge based on their current whatever situation, but more or less saying this is a righteous judgment, and try to live by it. So let the have a praise, and we thank him. And I just wanted to come on quickly just to say, you know, a quick chat about being an entrepreneur and some of the things that goes through my mind, and to maintain the stability and to maintain focus and with the task at hand, and not to be discouraged, even though sometimes I can feel discouraged, you know. I want you to stay encouraged and to be strong, and to connect with like-minded individuals in terms of, or entrepreneurs or homesteaders who are doing it, taking care of their house. So to have the praise, and this not gonna make this too long. Stay safe. I have a couple other things that I do have upon and chat about, but sometimes time doesn't permit. And I just have to try to push it out to another time. So let you have the praise. There's also, just as a quick announcement, there is also money matters in Israel that I really want to talk about, because sometimes we talk about a lot of the religious aspect, the spiritual aspect, serving the most high aspect, but don't talk about the finances aspect, because we need that to definitely make our way around. And sometimes we need some feedback and input on money matters and financial, so people can consider certain things, So I have a little intro to make about that as well, which I haven't done so yet. But let you have the praise in the due time as he see fit, as he wills. I'll be able to do, among other things that I want to chat about. So stay safe out there wherever you are. This is Ben Israel checking out from the homestead here, from the Kodesh Gardens with the land meet the clouds. See you in the next vlog. Shalom and stay safe. Peace out.